Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing something I don't really feel like anybody discusses because it's just not worth it. People don't really care about it, but in today's video we are going to be discussing the infamous GINA Carano. We're going to go ahead and we're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're even furthermore anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video, this report is coming from CBR.com as an overall garnering source. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Probably you can tell from the title and the thumbnail of this video, GINA Carano, it proves she's crazy and just shouldn't be working within the entertainment industry to begin with. As I had mentioned from the get-go at the beginning of this video, there's a reason we don't discuss this. I don't feel like anybody discusses this or talks about it because it's just not worthwhile. But I found this, overall report particular very interesting, and honestly, like, it kind of makes me antsy, kind of pisses me off if I'm being honest with you guys. But essentially, GINA Carano wants Pedro Pascal and Jon Favreau take them to court and to testify in Disney's legal battle. So I haven't even been following any of this because, once again, reiterating, I just don't care. GINA Carano will have her day in court as her lawsuit against Disney is heading to trial. So apparently, I guess within the last couple of months, I caught wind of this. I think maybe once I looked at an article but decided not to cover it here on the channel. GINA Carano is suing Disney over being fired from Disney back in like 2020. After a judge recently denied Disney's motion to have the suit dismissed, the trial has been scheduled for September 25th of next year, 2025. So it's still really far out even then. GINA Carano is contending that she was unjustly terminated from her role as Cara Dune in the Star Wars franchise. Per The Hollywood Reporter, a joint filing reveals names Carano's legal team has a potential witnesses that could be called to help support her case, actually, if for anything. Among the names is Pedro Pascal, who led the cast of The Mandalorian as the Mandalorian himself, as well as one of the writers and directors, Jon Favreau, the show's creator. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy is also on that list, as is Bear Grylls for some reason. This would also suggest that GINA Carano's lawyers believe certain questions asked from their, secure of a victory. So if I'm understanding this correctly, let me know in the comments down below if I'm not following this correctly, of course. She wants to bring all these individuals, Jon Favreau, Pedro Pascal, Kathleen Kennedy, Bear Grylls. I don't know why Bear Grylls is on there. That's honestly hysterical. If you know more about that, let me know in the comments down below. Like, have they worked together or something like that? I used to watch his show. I think it was like on Discovery or Animal Planet or something. Anyway, I digress. If I'm understanding this correctly, she wants to bring all these individuals into court with her to testify against Disney, like essentially using them as witnesses. Let's continue here with the article. GINA Carano is a former MMA fighter, played Cara Dune in the first few seasons of The Mandalorian, of course, and Disney and Lucasfilm had parted ways with Carano after some of her social media posts, of which were political in the nature and controversial, had generated online backlash for not just her and herself, but also for the company of Disney, so Disney had to do away with that. And while filing the lawsuit, apparently within the last couple of months, GINA Carano had pointed to social media post in 2017 Pascal had made comparing Donald Trump to Hitler. Politics, okay? Another 2018 post had also cited in the lawsuit was that Pascal was comparing the treatment of undocumented children being confined in cages to World War II concentration camps. As Pascal has kept his role in The Mandalorian, GINA Carano is suggesting that her termination of this was a case of discrimination. So, what does this all mean? Jon Favreau may have to testify about this planned spin-off. If called to testify, Favreau would likely be asked about a planned Mandalorian spin-off series following Carano's Cara Dune. In 2020, it was officially announced that a Rangers of the New Republic series was apparently in the works. To say that was going to be about GINA Carano's character Cara Dune isn't entirely fair to say. We just didn't know anything about the show. They literally just announced the title of the show and said that it was taking place within the Mandoverse, and that was that. And from there, after everything went down with GINA Gina Carano being fired from Disney, a whole lot of yada yada. We just haven't heard anything about the project, and even then to say that people still care about it is, yeah, kind of not really there either. The project was rumored to feature Cara Dune as the main protagonist and character, and Carano was also have claimed that there were discussions behind the scenes for her to star in the series. It's also believed that Bear Grylls may have called to testify over the accusation that Disney had canceled an episode of Running Wild with Bear Grylls as a response to her social media post. I don't really get too into with that either. I don't know how that correlates. Reportedly, Disney has pushed back on the witness list, though, however. And so, according to Carano and all of her craziness, her termination from her Cara Dune role may have cost her millions of dollars. Who would have thought it? Arguing wrongful discharge and sex discrimination. The lawsuit is asking for at least $75,000 in damages, in addition to puntive damages. The filing also had requested that Disney recast her in the role of Cara Dune, if for anything. A lot of people disagree with that. A lot of people just don't think that the character of Cara Dune was really all that interesting to begin with, and that it really just isn't worth all of that hustle and hassle or whatever for Disney to go through with trying to, bring her character back in and, rewriting the character back into the story, essentially. It just doesn't feel like something that the story needs anymore. On top of that, if for anything, as well. And then also having a recast of her character also would just kind of feel, I think, kind of weird. I could be wrong about that, but let me know in the comments down below what you may think about that. Maybe some tentative people to play Cara Dune, of course. She also says, after a brutal 3.5 years, I am being given the opportunity to move forward in the court of law before the judge and my peers to clear my name. I'm so grateful for this opportunity, Gina Carano had recently said about the lawsuit moving forward. I really don't think that Gina Carano likes Star Wars or cares about Star Wars. If any of you have like Twitter, she has like every Star Wars account blocked on Twitter for some reason, and I don't know if she's on Instagram. I don't really care. But yeah, she has like everybody blocked on Twitter for some reason, or X, whatever you want to call it. So there is that as well. So to say that she wants to pry her way back into the Star Wars franchises also feels a bit unfair to say. Just feels like she doesn't really want anything to do with it. So this whole hassle of trying to sue Disney and everything is honestly hysterical in my thoughts and opinions. And I'm thinking about it as well. The last time I talked about it and covered here on the channel, I think it was something about her saying that she was going to try to sue Disney. So seeing that it's kind of going through is honestly even funnier. I think it's even funnier that she's trying to sue a not million, but billion-dollar company for only $75K, which is like pocket change, I guess, in that sense. But hey, get the bag, I guess. I'm just saying, why would you go so low? Go a little bit higher. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments down below. I know this is a bit of a different reports than usual. I just couldn't resist not talking about this and covering it here on the channel. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.